Hey, what's going on everyone? Aaron here. So today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how we can create some footstep sounds using Metasounds, and the interesting approach we're going to take is we're going to mix all of our foley elements together inside of Metasounds. And so to do this, basically we are going to need an array of sounds that randomizes pitch and gets sent to a wave player. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we're going to need an array. So random get, I think it's an array. Yeah, random get array, and it's going to be a wave set array, wave asset array. So you get this, and then you're going to see this little in array. All you're going to do is just drag off here, promote to graph input, and this is going to house our one group of foley sounds. So let's name this one toes. This is where our toes sound is going to go. And within this toes sound, we're going to have this little array element, and I think we have like 3 toes sounds I'm going to use. And this is going to pick a random toe sound effect from this index here. We're going to connect our on play. Next thing we're going to need is we're going to need a random float because we want to randomize the pitch. Go ahead and connect that. And now we look for our wave player. This is going to be a wave player mono. We're going to connect this to here. Now the value is going to be sent into here, and then this value is going to be sent into pitch shift since we're randomizing the pitch. And the next step is we want to create a mono mixer. And I think we're going to have 4 foley elements, so I'm going to use a 4-channel mono mixer, out mono into here, and out into mono. And the next step is just to see if this plays, but nothing's going to happen because we don't have anything in our index here. So in my content drawer in footsteps, I think I've already got some stuff uploaded because I'm working on a project currently, so that's all ready to go. So if you've got your audio uploaded, you can just simply like type in toe, toe 3. All right, great. So this should work now. Next step, let's just test it and see what happens. Ta-da! We have sound. Okay, so now we want to randomize a pitch. I'm just going to throw in some random parameters here between -3 and 5. Nice, we got that going. Now, one thing I like to do, since we're going to be mixing the sounds here, you can just punch in decimals. That's totally fine. But it's going to be a lot easier if you drag off this gain and you go to promote to graph input, and you get this nifty little knob. But I want to make it like a slider, and then you can change that to vertical just so that way it looks like a slider you'd see in a DAW or a mixing board or something. And we're going to name this appropriately to... Come on now. Toes V for toes volume. Now, turn it down. Let's just loop it so we can... Yeah, it works. Cool. And you can change the minimum and maximum range of this. Okay, great. So this is the basic idea. So from here, we're just going to chain all these different foley elements together. So I'm going to... see if this works. I'm gonna make this fast. I'm gonna Control C, Control V, like 4 of these. Yeah. But the thing we cannot Control V is this, because we have to make a new one every time. So we're gonna promote to graph input. This is going to be our jeans sounds, because I've got like some jeans rustling sounds I want to put in there. And this one is going to be metals, because I have like some various like recordings of like metals, like, I don't know, we're doing a first person shooter game, so like sounds of like bullets rattling around or like keys, I don't know, something like that. Then this one's gonna be my heels, yeah, because that's gonna be like a really heavy like heel sound. Great, so I'm gonna drag this off here. Now we have to populate our array. Oops. And then we're gonna do 3 for our metals. Now I'm gonna show you something interesting I'm gonna do with my metals when we get here. So genes, I think that's just called like, what did I name it? Fully closed movement genes, yeah. Then we're gonna do metals. Now for metals, what I'm doing is I don't want to hear I don't want to hear like metal jingling around all the time. So I purposely left these 2 indexes blank so that way whenever it randomly chooses, it's going to have a greater chance of choosing no sound over a metal sound, just so we don't hear that high-pitched metal ringing sound every single step. It will be kind of a lot to hear it all the time. And then this is going to be like our heel sound. And I've got 4 of them, so I'm going to make a 4th one here. Well, footstep. Cool. All right, so we have all this set up here. So next step is we're going to do our on play. Do everything. You can just kind of drag this down like that. Okay, so everything should be hooked up, but, oh, actually not really, because we need to get all of our monos in. Then we got to create our sliders. We got toes. What was our next one? Genes. Yeah, promote to graph input. Slider. And vertical. This one's going to be called Genes. V. And this is going to be our metals. V. Knob to slider. Vertical. I mean, you can do horizontal or vertical if you want, but I prefer to see them vertical like this. And then our 4th one is going to be our heels. Slider. Vertical. Heels. Cool. Oh wait, I need to put that heels V because heels is already in use. Heels V. Great. So let's go ahead and play all these together and see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh, I've got this one looped. We don't want that. I want to make sure they're not looped. Nice. Okay, so we can like turn, I don't know, I'm just kind of turning some random stuff down, honestly. So we can turn the heavy heels down. Yeah, so you can see the huge difference that makes already. So something else I want to do, I want to create this feeling of like you hear the heel first and then the toes, like the ball of the foot. So we can actually delay this sound by hooking a delay. So we're going to hook up a delay. And let me kind of just like move some stuff around here. Okay. All right. Put our mixers down here. Okay. So delay is going to go underneath our heel sound here. There we go. In and out. So we want to delay the time this happens. Let's see. 1 second. That sounds good. So let's go ahead and do this. Heels and toes, so we can hear that delay happening. Yeah, so you can hear that delay happening already. Yep, so but it happens way after. So we're gonna change that to like 0.5. Okay, so it's still way too much. So let's try 0.2. Let's do 0.1. This might be the golden number. Yeah. That's going to work out well for what I want to do because, you know, I'm doing this shooter game, and I imagine I'm like this big guy. He's got like, you know, like some really heavy steps. So this sounds pretty good already. Yeah, I like that. So let's go ahead and bring these other ones up here. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to connect an EQ to the metal sound because it sounds kind of high. And also just want to demo what this can do. So I'm going to turn these down. And then the metals, For now, I'm going to delete these two empty just so we can hear this one by itself. Gonna scooch them over to make some room, and I think you can type in like bi-quad filter. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Ooh, a bit crusher. Did you see that? No, Metasounds had a bit crusher. I'll have to come back to that. That sounds really fun. So anyways, we have this and this into here, and then the filter is going to get hooked into here, I believe. Yeah, you could probably name these inputs here. I'll have to look around at that too. So this is our bi-quad filter. Now it's not going to have like the same graph you'd see in a DAW, but it's the same concept. We have different frequencies here. So like, here's the low pass filter on. And just to show that it's working, I mean, we can go ahead and put like high pass on. That may be like not that, like it's, I can hear it on my headphones. I'm not sure if you'd be able to hear it or not. Let's go to like parametric EQ. And you can change the bandwidth. And for our purposes, we're going to do a low pass filter is what we're going to roll with here. And let's go ahead and bring some of these other sounds up. Now I think I want the heel sound. Yeah. And there you have it. We got some footstep sounds going on. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and we're going to jump into our game. I'm not going to get into like the implementation behind this because that's like a whole other tutorial, but I do want to show you that's in the game, it works, and show you what it looks and sounds like here. And we have our Metasound, yeah. So we have our footsteps Metasound is what we were working in here. Cool, so it is working. So let's hit play. All right, it's working, great. And that is a way you can just create some footstep sounds and Metasounds. And these were just like raw source recordings. There was nothing done to them in a DAW. I just uploaded them straight into Metasounds. So it's really great that you can just edit all this here. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching.